Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having a great day. In today's video, I wanted to do another fall inspired makeup look. I wanted to center this one around a pumpkin, so I'm going to show you how I do that in today's video. I hope you guys enjoy this video. If you do, please give it a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button so you can see more of my videos. It is my goal to hit 1,000 subscribers by the end of this year, and I'm really close. So if you guys like my videos or you just like the makeup that I do, please hit that subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate it and it would help me out. Now let's get into the video. For this look, I'm going to be using the Morphe and James Charles palette. And I'll also be using this Mehron face paint palette, and it's the Paradise Makeup AQ in 8 colors. And it's just the basic colors. To help with cleanup after the eyeshadow is done, I'm going to use some tape. This will also help me get a sharp line. So I found like a bunch of brushes that I forgot that I had in a makeup bag that I had found when I moved here. And I have like 10 more brushes, so I'm really excited about that. I'm going to be using some of those new brushes, but they do not have numbers on them, so I'm just going to kind of explain what kind of brush they are. So anything that you can find that's similar to these, I'm sorry, I have a lot of brushes that don't have numbers on them, and I don't really know why. They're all Morphe brushes though. For this look, I wanted a really orange and like black smoky eye. So the first shade I'm going to go into is called 518. And I'm using a very tapered, fluffy brush. And this is just going to allow me to get this orange in this inner corner and then kind of blend it up. And I am kind of blending out a little bit in kind of like a semicircle, but I'm not gonna worry about this part right here, this outer third too much, just because there's gonna be black there. The importance of using this kind of brush is it's tapered so I can get it right into that inner corner, but then the end parts are fluffy. And so I can kind of like blend it out, but it doesn't really move this color too much because I don't like too much color on my inner corner and like up and towards like my nose and my brow bone. And I tend to do that a lot. So I'm really trying to focus this on this inner corner and then just kind of blending it out. To give it more of a darker orange shade, I'm going to use a little bit of Rusted and just kind of blend that in with 518. This is just to kind of deepen that orange. This is just because I feel like 518 is a very soft orange while Rust is a little bit darker. And I just feel like this Rusted kind of brings that orange out a bit more. So I've got some stuff on my front porch that just came in from either Amazon or UPS. Me and my husband ordered a bunch of decorations for our Halloween party that we're having this year. And I'm so excited to get started because it's like probably like 4 weeks away because it's at the end of October. I can't wait to start decorating for it. It's pirate themed and we're doing like a treasure hunt and everything for it. And like yesterday, a bunch of decorations came in. So it's getting me like super duper excited to get started on this party. I've been planning it for like probably a month and a half now, just so like people can have enough time to plan ahead. And so I wanted to go ahead and have it scheduled. That way like people can have enough time in advance to come. It's like getting a lot closer now. So I'm like super excited to really get to the nitty gritty and start really planning everything for this party. Using a Sephora Featherweight crease brush, I'm gonna go into the shade Spooky. This is the dark black shade in this palette. And I'm just gonna start blending that out from my outer third towards the tape to kind of wing it out and then up into the orange near my brow bone. I'm gonna be very slow with this because this black will take over this eyeshadow if you're not careful. So just make sure you're starting off slow and then building out. But we bought a bunch of decorations for the party. We got like pirate flags and so like me and Alex have been watching One Piece. If you're into anime, like it's one of the most popular anime out there and it's like forever long. The main characters are pirates. So we are kind of theming our costumes after that show, but the Halloween party itself is just pirate themed. It's not like anything specific. So we're just doing a bunch of different pirate themed decorations, but one of the things my husband got was the Luffy flag, and we don't know yet what we're gonna do with it, where we're gonna put it, but some factors in the Halloween party, like some of the games and stuff, are gonna be One Piece themed, which I think is gonna be a lot of fun. Taking a smaller blending brush, I'm just gonna go back into the spooky shade again. This is to just darken it up a little bit more and to have a little bit more control on where I'm placing it, because it does kind of get a little sheer when it starts to blend out and kind of turn into a gray color, but I want it to be a black color. So I'm just putting on another layer of black and just using this small brush to control it a little bit more. But a lot of our decorations are coming in, and like our flags came in because you got 3 different flags. Not really for sure what it's called, but like a skeleton, but he's like in pieces. So I think we're gonna kind of make like a prison out of some of these skeletons that we have, because we've got some small skeletons from last year and then he bought the bigger one for this year. So I think we're gonna try to make like a prison in like the corner, like these skeletons died there. And then we have like this really cool blow up like cooler. You like throw some ice in it and like put your drinks in there, and it's like a giant boat, and it's really, really cool. He was like, we were looking at Amazon and looking at different decorations, and we both saw that and we both thought it was a great idea. Going back in with that first brush and using 518 again, just gonna use this to kind of add more of that orange and to blend that black in. And again, when it comes to black, just be very careful because it will muddy up your lighter shades. So just be really careful when blending it out. And if you get too much of the darker shade on there, don't be afraid to just like wipe the brush off and then go back in. Okay, so that's all I'm doing for the like orange to black smoky eye. The next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take just like a Q-tip. It doesn't really have anything on it. I'm not gonna put like any makeup remover or anything. I'm just gonna take it and just kind of clean up my lid. And this is where I'm gonna add that shimmer shade all over it. And this is just to get some of this product off without really taking all of it off. This shade is called Guac, and it's this really, really pretty green shimmer. And for this look, I wanted it to be orange and black, but then like have kind of like a leafy green color to it to kind of bring in the pumpkin, and it's like little vines and like leaves hanging off of it. So that's kind of what I'm going with on this. And I just use my finger to get the main color on there. Then kind of using a flat brush. This is a very small flat brush. So I have a lot of control on where this shade is gonna go, and I just kind of fill in the little gaps that I can't hit with my finger. And then because I kind of have a little bit of a hood and a deep crease, I like to bring the shimmer a little bit above that crease just so it's showing through, because with this look, it has like a really harsh kind of stop because of that crease, and it just looks like orange and black green, and I don't like that. So I want to kind of blend this into that so it has more of a smooth transition. Totally don't have to do this, it's just how I feel about this look and I prefer it that way. And I am kind of winging this into the black, so kind of making like its own like small little wing out in the corner. Using a small blending brush, I'm just going to go through that crease and just kind of blend that green in with everything. And this is just going to give it more of a smooth transition. I thought about maybe making this into a cut crease, but I didn't think it would work out the way I wanted it to. So I think this worked out better. Can definitely make this into a cut crease, and I think it'll look like, it'll be a different look, but it'll look just as good. So if you want to make it into a cut crease, it would be very easy to. I just didn't want to turn it into a cut crease. I kind of liked the idea of everything kind of blending together. And again, because that light shade tends to get muddied up with everything, I'm just gonna go back into that 518 shade and just kind of brush this back in there and make sure it's very, very orange. And I also like to take this Q-tip and kind of clean up that shape in the front a bit more. Because again, I don't like it when that eyeshadow gets too high, and then just blend that out so it's not like a harsh line. And this is completely up to you. This is just what I prefer to do. So I just like this shape better, and I tend to never be able to make it. Moving to the Mehron palette, I'm just going to be using the orange, brown, and green shade. What I learned when doing this pumpkin on this side is small details really make the look, and they're not as hard as you think they're going to be. They weren't as hard as I thought they were going to be. I kid you not, I tried this pumpkin like 20 times on my hand first to make sure that I knew what I was doing before I got to my eye, and I still changed it when I got to the eye. I was doing too much work on my hand and it just kept making it look bad. So I'm going to show you how I did it with like really small details that really kind of made it look better than what I was doing with my hand. So I'm going to explain what I'm going to do, and then I will just show you as I'm like doing a little voiceover on it. The first thing I'm going to do is make a circle and then just kind of fill it in. The brush I'm using is a Suva Beauty 610 brush. I didn't mean to forget to mention that. To fill it in, I'm going to use a bit of a thicker line brush just to get this really orange color in there. And I did have to do multiple layers to just know I'm doing like 2 or 3 different layers to get it to a really orange shade. And instead of really a circle, I kind of made more of an oval shape, and I kind of put it at an angle because I kind of want the pumpkin to be at a diagonal, not like straight up and down. And I am trying to match the other side. I'm just not going to match it perfectly, so I'm not going to worry too much about it being perfectly matched. I just kind of want to shape it similarly. So that's the first small little shape that you're going to make. The next thing that I'm going to do is create kind of the outline, and I kind of put air quotes on that because it's not necessarily outlining the whole thing. You're just outlining like little pieces of it. That way you kind of have like a shape, but it's not like overly lined. Because that's one of the issues I was having. I was trying to outline the whole thing and it just kept making it look really bad. So I'm just going to be outlining like the top and the bottom part of the pumpkin. And I'm going to be using the same Suva Beauty. I just cleaned the orange off. So there's the kind of shape of the pumpkin. The next thing I'm going to do is make the stem. Now that the stem is on there, it's just adding the little leaf on the stem. I don't really make a shape for the leaf. I just kind of do some strokes. For the wing, I just did a small basic wing. The eyeliner I'm using is the NYX Epic Ink Liner in the shade Black. Now that the eyeliner is on, I'm going to clean it up a little bit, and then I'm going to do my base, and then I'll come back to finish everything. I'm back. I did complete this eye off camera, so I'm just gonna complete this one on camera. I did already tight line and line my waterline. I used the NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in the shade Black Bean. For my under eye, I'm gonna use this Bella Lash brush. It's like a flat fluffy brush, and I'm going to use this 518 shade and just kind of brush it under my eye. And I'm just using this orange shade because I feel like this kind of brings the whole orangey black and green together, so I'm just going to be using this orange shade. For highlighter, I'm going to be using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Moonchild palette, and I'm going to be using this Star shade. I also just dropped this palette and I thought some of the pans were about to fall out, so I kind of pressed them back down. This is one of my favorite palettes. I'm gonna be so upset if the powders come out. It sucks being clumsy because I just drop shit all the time. Also gonna put this on my brow bone. Using the tip of this 213 brush, I'm gonna put it on the bridge of my nose and on the tip of my nose, and then just blend it out with my finger. Using a 510 brush, I'm going to dust this on my cheekbones, the highlighted point of my forehead, my cupid's bow, and on my chin. So that's it for my face. I'm gonna use the Urban Decay All Nighter Ultra Matte Setting Spray. For the lips, I really think a like orange would look better with this, but I don't have any orange lipsticks. So what I'm gonna use instead is a brown. For lip liner, I'm gonna use the Kylie Cosmetics True Brown K lip liner. For lipstick, I'm going to use the Kylie Cosmetics True Brown K. It came in with the lip kit with the lip liner. To lighten that center part a little bit more, I'm going to use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Matte Lipstick in the shade Warm Taupe. And I'm just going to put this in the middle. I'm just going to blend it out. Because I haven't used a gloss in a while, I'm going to put a gloss on top of this. This is the MAC Lip Glass, and it's just a clear gloss. So that is the completed look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Help me get to 1,000 subscribers. I would greatly appreciate it. I like hearing y'all's feedback, so please comment down below with anything you'd like to tell me or any future videos you'd like to see. Until next time, bye.